NCBA has long been a supporter of voluntary branded beef labeling programs. Brian Baxter has more on how the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association developed a branded ground beef product that increases the value of cull cows for its members.
When Kroger was looking for a locally raised and sourced ground beef product to carry in their Kentucky grocery stores, they turned to the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association for help.
Essentially, Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef was created to be another market opportunity for marketing cull cows in the state of Kentucky. We saw an opportunity with Kroger as they came to us wanting a ground beef product that was completely Kentucky and truly Kentucky proud. They didn't really understand how to go about it or had the time and capability, so they came to our office and we got to work right away, established Beef Solutions as a company, and thus created Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef.
What we're doing is buying the cows from producers in Kentucky. It starts here and ends here. So we buy them in Kentucky, they're harvested in Kentucky, and then they're sold back to the consumers in Kentucky. We know where they've come from, and the consumer can be very confident in what product they're getting. It's an opportunity for us to add value to our farmers' income.
We are a cow-calf state. Most of our calves get on the truck and they go west. What's left is a cow. We take that cow and that's what we use for our product. So we got a small batch, whole animal product. It's been very, very well received.
In order for Kentucky producers to sell their cull cows into the Beef Solutions program for processing, they're required to adhere to the gold standard of care requirements that were created to verify the cattle and to provide consumers with the information they want.
So part of the Beef Solutions program is what we call the gold standard of care, and that's part that the producer agrees to whenever we're doing the enrollment forms. So part of it is the beef quality assurance protocols, that everything, all the shots and everything are given correctly, the cattle are treated humanely and have access to water and all those things. And all the cattle have to be verified as a local Kentucky product. So we verify using the producer's records that those cattle have been on a farm for a minimum of 60 days. So that gives us a traceability component that we know the consumer is looking for.
Another unique aspect of the Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef product is the label.
One of the hardest pieces to this whole puzzle that I don't think any of us were really prepared for was labeling. So you want to make sure that you're standing out in a meat case because the beef section of a meat case is ever expanding. So we found through consumer research that the black and the gold really resonated with consumers and customers, and they would gravitate towards that. On the back of the package, we really wanted to focus in on the nutritional information. Beef oftentimes gets lost within that nutritional conversation, so we wanted to take a different twist on it and put the cooked values as well as the raw values. Traditionally, you see just the raw values, but there's a whole other story to be had once you've cooked the product.
The program has not only added profit opportunities for Kentucky cattle farmers, but created a product both consumers and producers can be proud of.
So since we started production of Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef in March of 2018, we have packaged over 465,000 pounds of ground beef within that time frame. That has ultimately impacted over 100 farms here in the state of Kentucky in 41 different counties, and really has resulted in over $810,000 in farm gate sales, which is money that we've paid producers for the purchase of their cows for the program.
The value is huge, so we modeled that program around cull cattle for a reason. There was not a strong market for cull cattle in Kentucky, so we wanted to be able to capitalize on that lack of a market and give those producers some incentive to put those cull cows through our program. So the biggest benefit is we pay the producers based on the hot carcass weight of that animal. There's a lot of value for a producer there. They can take them and put them through this program and then also, help create that sustainable beef and that local product that consumers are looking for, and they can be part of that local food chain.
It's been such a great blessing to have this truly Kentucky product in the shelves. Granted, we're not the first Kentucky product to be in a retail setting, and I'm sure we won't be the last, especially when it comes to the ground beef sector. But really what it's meant is people can get excited about going to the grocery store, picking up that product, and really holding something that their neighbors down the road probably put some thought and care into. And I think having a product like this in the grocery store for them to latch onto and get reinvigorated and rally around agriculture has been a wonderful opportunity for them, and they get excited about it.
From the Bluegrass State, I'm Brian Baxter reporting for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.